Driving in from the east, Jasper seems normal at first, untouched by fire. Until it isn't. This church is where fire crews turned flames away, saving 70% of the town, while the rest, shown in red, was destroyed. Firefighters saved what they could and let go of what they couldn't.
I was out as well too, as an extra set of eyes, just looking out from our hotspots, and on my patrol I noticed that the flames had spread to my house. It would have been easy to ask for crews to come in and extinguish, but at that point fire damage was pretty significant. We had multiple structure fires going on in the area, and it was just unsafe for crews to be working in.
A third of the town is destroyed. Only skeletons of buildings are left. Most of the damage is on the southwest side. Firefighters used this street, Mayette Avenue, as a fire break, especially to protect critical infrastructure, like the fire hall and the hospital. The air is still pretty unsafe here in Jasper. I'm wearing a mask. They just don't know what kind of chemicals burned and are in the air. A gas station burned way over here behind me, and look just how close the fire came from one side of the street to the other. On the main drag, embers chose what did and did not survive. Crews bulldozed a burning liquor store, subway, and bike shop to save the neighboring businesses. A lot of cleanup still to come. Are residents going to see this when they come back?
My understanding is that some areas will be fenced off. Debris removal is going to take a long time. To make it safe for people to circulate is one thing. I'm not sure, but I imagine if this is fenced off, people might see that, indeed.
But residents won't return anytime soon. While crews have extinguished hot spots in Jasper, the fire is still burning on the north, south, and east sides of town. Parks Canada says they still have to do a thorough damage check on campgrounds, trails, and park infrastructure. Their largest campground, Whistler, is partly damaged, but mostly intact.
The difficulty has been, first of all, just the wildfire itself and the resources required to deal with the wildfire, and then also smoke, and then now what's making it a bit difficult is just the number of downed trees. So our priority has been to open up some of the roads to places like Marmot Basin, Whistler Skytram, the Parkway.
Smoke still pours from the Rockies, but they survived, still standing guard in one of Canada's most beloved national parks.
Sam, I'm curious about your impressions as you had that brief tour.
Well, to me, it really stood out just how erratic fire can be and how in the moment firefighters really do have to use whatever they can as a fire break. And also when you're standing there and you see one side of the street completely decimated and then the other one still looks like a postcard is really jarring. And of course, as someone who's been a tourist there a couple of times, like so many other Canadians, it's really natural for those memories to come back. You know, I had my photo taken here, I had lunch here, and to see some of those places completely burned to the ground is really disturbing. And so I cannot imagine what people who live there and who grew up there are going through and what they will go through when they see it for themselves.
Sam Sampson in Hinton, Alberta tonight.